and then we'll move forward. All right, let's try this one more time. Share my screen. I believe you guys can see me in Canva. That's exciting. I see head nods. So let's go into present mode. And I think we're good to go now, right? Perfect. Okay. Hello, everyone, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm excited to be here with you guys for Earn More, Stress Less, Effortless Job Search Solutions for Client Success. Here with SERWC with our most powerful, fearless leader, Miss Nicolette. Now, couple things about me, right? Hi, my name is Dr. Ashley Dash. So my claim to fame, to be honest, is that was a former unemployed college graduate, okay, turned certified career coach and tech founder, okay? So I have been in the game for a minute, struggling myself and then leveraging the information I learned working in HR to learn and land amazing opportunities, right? So I'm actually known for helping my clients create six-figure career brands because that's actually what I did for myself. So I landed my dream job at Mercedes-Benz. I've actually made six figures. I've worked in Silicon Valley. I've also worked at Yamaha, you see on the screen, and I actually worked in Japan making six figures, not speaking Japanese. And they say that wasn't possible, right? It's totally possible because I did it. I'm a walking, talking realization of what can happen when you create a compelling career brand and what I call a profitable resume. So today, what I really want to do is kind of talk about what you're going to learn today. I really want to focus on the three secrets to earn money, to earn more, stressing less. I know it sounds contradictory, but it is totally possible. I also want to uncover the hidden barriers that's really blocking you from your clients really achieving the success that they want and that you actually want for them. We're going to explore the benefits of adopting innovative tools so you can really stay ahead of the industry and discover how you can create steady revenue stream. While I know we're here to help our clients and have transformation for them, we really want to also transform our business and make more money. Okay. Now, I have some data on here, so don't tune out, right? Because I'm pretty sure you probably know this information, right? Most of us know that 85% of resumes fail the ATS filters, right? That's why we actually, to be honest, many of us exist, right? To help get our clients past that option. And then many of you know that job seekers spend probably 11 hours per week applying for jobs because people hear this all the time. They're complaining, they're frustrated. That's part of, again, what we are here to do to serve. And we also know this, I call it an oldie but goodie statistic because it's still relevant. It's from 2015. But on average, corporate job openings attract over 250 applications. And we know probably now it's going to be a lot more. Okay. I was a recruiter during the Great Recession, and easily you could have 1,000 applicants on one job rec, right? So we know that clients are frustrated with the low results despite having great results, right? They don't need more documents. They need solutions that deliver results. Okay. Now, here's what you probably did not know. Okay. That 92%, and I did not stutter, 92% of job searchers never complete their applications. Okay. And this is recent information from SHRM. Okay. So, you know, SHRM does the due diligence and gets their business done. Okay. So what this means for you and for your clients is that after your client pays you, after they go through the process to work with you, provide all this wonderful information, you guys go back and forth and you show them this amazing, beautiful, shiny cover letter, resume packet, LinkedIn profile, the whole package, right? You do all this work and then they never apply, right? So then they come back to you and say, hey, this didn't work when they're not actually completing the job applications, right? You start asking questions like, well, how many jobs did you apply to? And then they start kind of pausing and stuttering, get the deer in headlights look, okay? So I really want you guys to know that the problem isn't necessarily just the resume, right? It's actually the fact that they're actually not using it. Okay. And if they are using it, many of them are not using it properly, the way you designed it, the way you intended it to work for them to get the job that they actually want. Okay. Does this make sense? Does this resonate with some folks? Okay. We got head nods. Great. So what I want you guys to do right now is to have a deep breath Because when I actually understood what was happening, I got extremely frustrated, right? I got very upset. So I want you guys to really take a pause and I want you guys to imagine. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, no judgment here. All right. But I want you to imagine about being the resume writer your clients rave about, right? For helping them to land interviews, not just write resumes, but land interviews and dream jobs effortlessly. Okay. I want you to imagine generating passive income while focusing on your core services and not doing a whole bunch of heavy lifting, right? And what if you were standing out as a leader in your field? What if you were the go-to person for resume writers, right? That's what I want you guys to imagine. And the question most people have is, actually, this sounds wonderful. This sounds great. But how do I actually do that? Right? That's actually the magic question. Like, how do I actually get that done? And the way we actually do that is with automated job search solutions. Okay, so this is the answer, this is the solution. So we really want to focus on not just resumes, right? But job matching and applications that are handled for you and for your clients, right? We really want to create a seamless connection between the resumes that you write and the real opportunities that exist in the marketplace every single day. All right. The goal here is to deliver better results for your clients without the extra work. Okay. You guys are already writing resumes, staying up with all the industry trends, doing all this information. We want to make sure that you're leveraging your time, right? And the way to do that is with technology. Okay. Does somebody have a question? I think someone's off mute. Just want to make sure. Think we're good? Okay. We're going to keep going. So one of the secrets that many of us are unaware of, and that I actually was unaware of, is that a client needs more than a resume. Okay. I was under the mistaken impression when I first started that I was a resume writer. People come to me for resumes. And that's actually not what they come to you for, right? They come to you for transformation. They need more than resumes. As we know, the ATS tracking systems, our applicant tracking systems, are the number one frustration for job seekers, right? So even if they have a resume, when they apply, they're still frustrated, okay? Clients just don't want resumes. They want results. They want interviews. They want job offers. They want to say that the money I invested came back to me tenfold, sixfold, threefold, whatever it is, right? And automated job applications help you do that because it matches the experience and the skills for roles that oftentimes clients overlook. Like the job I applied for in Japan, that didn't show up in my job search. Like that didn't just appear, right? There was a process that we went to. And if I wouldn't have found that job, I would have missed out on a life-changing opportunity. And that's the same for your clients. There's so many jobs that people don't apply for because a lot of times we're focused on the 250 applications, right? So every job, there's actually a lot of jobs that people don't apply for because they don't know they exist, right? And the companies actually don't do the best job of advertising and sharing this information, or they get lost in the marketplace because there's just so many positions and so many companies. Okay. So the number two secret that's really important for you guys to know today is that early adopters dominate the market. All right. So this is what I had to learn and what I actually am still learning is that from a career development perspective, resume writers who adopt technology first position themselves as leaders in the industry. Okay. When we start talking about, Chat GPT, we start talking about Claude AI and all of these prompt engineering, all of these things, they're wonderful tools for us to use, right? And as you use them and as you integrate them into your business, they make you more successful, they make life easier for you, and they make life easier and they help you make more money, right? And offering automated services sets you apart from the competition. All right. So you're not going to sound like everybody else. I know that's something that there's a lot of resume writers. And they say, how do I set myself apart? How do I make myself unique? And one of the ways you can make yourself unique is leveraging technology. And then clients are always excited to work with people who are innovative, right? Who deliver results, this helps you increase your retention, your referrals, and your profits, right? So people actually came to me when they discovered, oh, you focus on resumes for people overseas? I do. right? I made money from that, right? When I said, hey, I'm actually doing, automated XYZ in resumes, people are like, oh, really? How do I do that? So it's really important for you from a business perspective that resume feels very old school, right? People know what it is. People kind of have an intention of what they think it is, right? When we really leverage technology, that's going to be the difference for you and for your business. Okay. Now, the secret number three to really doing all of this, right, without stressing yourself out. Because when I say technology, some people are like, I don't want to learn anything else. I have enough on my plate. I don't want to learn it. I don't want to watch a YouTube video. I don't want to go on a podcast and listen. I don't have the bandwidth for that. How can I do this in a way that's simple, that's easy, that's streamless, and stress-free? And the way we do that is to create what we call a passive income stream. Okay. So when we're talking about automated applications, we're actually adding a new revenue stream without adding workload to you because again, we're leveraging technology. Okay. And it's technology that you don't actually have to learn, right? So the technology handles the heavy lifting, the job matching, the applications, the updates, and then you can stop trading dollars for hours, right? And really focus on your core expertise, right? If that's LinkedIn, if that's branding, right? If that's other amazing things, if that's trainings and workshops and speakers, if you're doing other things, then this right here will help you increase your wallet without sucking up a lot of your time. Okay. And I want to talk, I've been kind of sharing a lot of information. So I want us to all like reflect, right? So let's pause, let's reflect. And I really want you guys to imagine if this is not you right now, right? Are your clients struggling to land interviews despite you writing great resumes, right? You're getting clients, you're writing the resumes, but then they're coming back and saying, hey, it's not working. I've been applying for months and nothing's happening, right? If that is you, then I have a conversation. This next couple slides, we're going to have some conversations about that. For those who are really like, actually, that's not that big of a problem, but I wouldn't mind boosting my income in my business. I wouldn't mind adding, another stream of income without actually doing a lot of heavy lifting. That is something that we also can do. And I want you guys to really reflect on, are you ready to deliver unmatched results and grow your business, right? Because again, the goal here is not just to transform people's lives with resumes, because we will, but it's actually to transform you in your business so that you can create and help more people. So you can fulfill your purpose, your mission,
On the
your
phone.
actual experience. Okay. So if you're ready to act, then the answer to the question is what we call Resume ATM. This is the ultimate job search solution. Okay. Resume ATM is actually technology that I developed. It helps you simplify job searches for your clients. It automates job matching and application submissions. Increases your client success rates with minimal effort for you, right? And it offers a new stream of revenue without additional workload. And what this actually means is that we will help your clients find jobs and actually apply for those jobs on their behalf. So that 92% that we talked about earlier won't happen anymore, right? Because we can actually say, hey, we saw this job. Would you like us to apply for you? If they say yes, then we can do that,
Ah,
right?
para
That's what
marinig mo.
ATM is, and that's what it's been designed to do. Okay. So the goal here is Resume ATM really just bridges the gap between when you create great resumes and having your clients actually land great jobs, right? Because that's actually the missing link. The problem isn't the resume, right? And I think that's been the issue that the burden that a lot of resume writers and career coaches have had, is that we've done all this amazing work, but we're not getting rewarded for it in terms of having the satisfaction that someone landed that job on the end, right? Because they're not doing you did your part, but now they're not doing their part, right? To continue that process, right? And the Resume ATM is the bridge that really connects the two. And that's actually what I discovered, because I actually have to be honest, I don't want to say it like this, but it's the best way to say it. I'm a lazy job searcher, right? I really hate having a resume and then going to apply for a job and having to copy and paste all the things from my resume into little stupid boxes on there, and it takes 45 minutes, and now I'm frustrated, the phone rings. Like, a lot of things happen, and this actually alleviates all of that, right? Where it's no longer a problem. Okay. And the benefits are really a lot for both you and your client. It simplifies the job search, right? The reason why some people aren't getting jobs is because they're applying for the wrong ones. There's a mismatch between their level and their experience and what the resume shows, and they're just not, they're not, they're not, to be honest, they're not matching, right? So we know when we look at job descriptions, we know what, as resume writers, as professionals and experts, we know what jobs they apply for. Our clients don't have that knowledge when they, even if they have their resume, right? We also know that we're going to automate the job searching process, right? In automating the application submission, right? Which again means that you or your client, so neither one of you have to actually apply for these positions, right? Our goal really is to increase your success rate and really offer you a new revenue stream without additional workload, right? Now, I think the question I get most often when I'm having conversations about resume ATM is how does it work? How much does this cost? Like what are all the things, right? And we offer a flat fee, right? So our fee is not going to change unless we introduce new products and services, right? So we charge a flat fee. Right now it is $75 a month, so there are no surprises, right? If you offer this at $150 per person per month, like you can make $375 just by telling people, hey, once I do your resume, we're also gonna do job searching for you, right? Like that's as easy as it takes, right? If you charge $150 and you have 10 clients, you can easily make $750 a month, again, without doing anything, right? All you have to do is give us the information and we'll actually do the work for you, right? And again, if you have 20 clients or more, you can definitely make up to $1,500 per month extra without doing anything, right? Because again, here's the thing, we are charging a flat fee. I'm just making the recommendation, hey, you can charge $150. If you want to charge more, you can charge more, right? You can charge $300. You can charge $200. Like I'm not in your business, right? I'm not trying to be in your finances, okay? You handle that, right? You do that part. We have a flat fee, $75 per month. It is per person, just to be very clear. And then after that, you handle how much you're gonna charge, right? We don't ask for your client's credit card information. We don't get into any of that. They are your client. They belong to you. You work with us, we'll partner together and we'll be successful all together. Does that make sense? Oh, we got the hands up. Yes, Nicolette. She says yes. And Nicolette, we'll talk about you in a second because you've actually experienced kind of the pilot of this. So we'll kind of come back to that, right? So I really want you guys to know that the industry is changing and clients are demanding more than just resumes. Technology is really really reshaping the job search and the landscape. And I want you all to be ready for it. I actually had to get myself ready for it because I was not. I took a prompt engineering class, I think a year and a half ago, and it really blew up my mind and showed me what was possible, specifically in the career space for resume writing. So I really want you guys to be the first to adopt cutting edge solutions and really lead the market. Okay. So I want to say thank you guys for joining. If you have any questions, of course, you can email us at hello@resumeatm.io, and you can visit our website at resumeatm.io as well. Now, I do want to let you guys know that we are a startup. So our website information is getting ready to go through a major rebrand in terms of what it looks like and what we'll be doing. We just talked to the graphic designer. So the website is there. You can use it. It's functional. We have clients currently using it. But just know that that's going to change relatively soon, the next, I'll say 8 weeks or so. So I'm excited about that. So are there any questions before I jump on and ask Nicolette about her experience a little bit about that? Questions, comments, I said, or concerns?
I do have a question since, I was part of the beta and I'm loving everything that you're doing. So, how many jobs do the client get? Does it matter how many you're going to apply for them? How many jobs you
Yes.
apply for them? Or until
Yes.
they land? How long does that last?
So right now we apply for about 10 jobs per month per person, right? So that averages out to about 2 jobs per month. We got that number is actually based on, like, let's say the unemployment office, right? So in the state of, at the time, of South Carolina, but the state of South Carolina, you have to apply for at least 2 jobs per month to be eligible for unemployment benefits. So that's where that number comes from. However, I have a meeting with our programmer our computer programmer designing our software at the end of this month, and we're looking actually to increase that number quite a bit. I can't release what the number is right now, but right now we do 10 jobs per month. Great. Are there any other questions around the product, the service, or even just the landscape of technology and what that looks like? Because some people I've had conversations with have said, well, actually, I can just use, a GPT or do this myself. You absolutely can. Um, but you have to know how to do it. To be honest, you have to be able to do it consistently. You have to be able to scale. So there are things that exist in the marketplace. You can use other technology that is available. If you want to have these conversations with me, you can. However, it is not as easy as they make it sound like when they talk about it and tell people to do it, right? It's kind of like when someone says, as a resume writer, why do I need a resume writer when I can go on ChatGPT? And I say, okay, go ahead and see how that works for you. Many people lack the knowledge to do it correctly and to do it in a way that makes sense and actually works for them, right? Because it's a skill. And you have to spend time learning a new skill. All
Okay, I
right?
got another question.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you take the resumes that we give to you, so say for example, so we give you the resume and
Mhm.
you look for the jobs that actually match them, and then you apply. Do you submit their resume or tweak their resume? What happens there?
Yeah. So as a resume writer, we agree that you are the expert for your client, right? So we're going to use the resume that you have. And what's going to happen is when your clients are onboarded, they'll actually get weekly job alerts. And so every week they'll get a job alert of like a list of jobs. And based on the jobs, they'll say, hey, pick your top three, right? Your
Hmm.
clients will respond to that email and says, hey, these are the three jobs I want you to apply for. And we'll apply for two. Okay. And that happens every week, rain or shine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holiday or not holiday, right? It
Mm-hmm.
just happens, right?
Nice.
They get those
Okay.
weekly job alerts and they respond and they say, hey, apply for this job at Amazon and apply for this job at LinkedIn. We said, okay. And then if we have any questions, if we have any concerns, if there's something else that we need, then our team takes care of that. We'll ask us, hey, you have to take an assessment. So we can't complete assessments on any client's
Right.
behalf or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we complete the application. And right now we're
Understood.
sending them screenshots to let them know, hey, this is the job you applied for. Here's your information. And let us know if you have any questions or when you're successful, right? Because that has been happening. We're excited about that.
And we can say that, it's our vendor. We sell the service, but it's working with our vendor. So we can say, yeah, you work with our vendor directly,
Mhm.
and that's it. Okay, good. So it takes us out. Because I remember how you did with Shelby. So I was out of it. And then, okay, now I can start talking about how my experience was with it, right?
Yeah.
So can I talk
Yeah,
about it
let's go
now?
ahead and talk about that.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it did work just like that. And I know you tweaked it a little bit now that you're graduated from your program and all that kind of
Yeah.
good stuff. Woo woo. Okay, yeah. So my client Shelby experienced it, and she loved the fact that she was getting the emails and then she would reply back saying, yes, these are the jobs that I want you to apply for. So they did that. And I don't remember, I think I even had to ask, which means I was so out of the loop, which is a good thing, that I said, oh, is everything going okay? Which made me feel comfortable because I'm like, if you're communicating with a client, then that's less for me to have to know. I think the only thing I would want to know is when they land. That's it. That's a celebration for me because it's less
Right.
emails for me. Okay. Yeah, so
No,
yeah. Shelby liked it. She said, this is pretty cool. I'm already in contact with them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So yes. Mhm.
and we do have that option for folks who, so some people are more hands off. They're like, listen, actually, I don't want to be involved at all. And that's fine. And then some people say, hey, actually, I want to know what's happening with my people. I just don't want emails to go out. And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. We can CC you on all the emails so you can see the communication flow that's happening with your clients. But if you're using multiple clients, then that can get a bit intense when you start getting the weekly emails. But if you want to see that, it's perfectly fine. We can make sure we add you to that workflow and you can see that information.
I got another question. What
Yes.
about, I'm sorry, I'm full of questions. Would you ever, I know you're still building it, would you ever have a client dashboard for, like, if I'm your client, I'm always using the service. Is there a dashboard I can just log into to see what you've done for my clients instead of email?
We don't have that set up yet, so that's a summertime version that will be coming in the future for our next version. That's not what we're currently working on. So as of today, no, that's not available. I anticipate it'll be happening. I'll say Q2, Q3 of 2025. All right. Any other questions? comments, concerns? If not, I
I
want to
think it's
thank
a great benefit. I mean,
you.
I mean, our clients want that kind of assistance, especially because they don't know how to apply, and it is tedious. I did it one time for my client, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this, and so I did it one time for her, and I'm like, no. And I am going to be meeting with her next week. And I'm going to say, you know what? I have a new vendor who can do it for you. And that's what I'm going to, offer her this service.
Mhm.
Next week when I meet with her. And she's a doctor looking for a CEO role. So it's a little bit more tedious and stuff. And she needs more help because she's always so busy, either in the ER or running her wing at the hospital. And she wants to leave her hospital and go somewhere else. So she needs help. So, and I guess I should say too, you work with all levels. Is that correct?
We do work with all levels. So we have a couple of folks. So I think our last person that landed their job, our client, he actually just landed it in December. Was it December?
Mm-hmm.
November, December. It was in holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he is in the he was a teacher. He's formerly a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and now he is in curriculum design, right? In terms of, and he's working remotely. So he was a remote position. That's what he wanted, and he's making 80K.
Oh yeah,
So he,
I'm all over this. Okay, because
he's excited.
I want to be solution driven for my clients
Yes.
and not just doing the resumes. Yeah, yeah, because I
And then
kind of
we have,
offer it, but it's too. I don't want to do it.
I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to do it. We had another person,
Mm,
um, they actually got a job in, they're like inside sales. So they did inside sales and they're like in a, I think a hybrid or they're in a full-time like in person. So if
mhm.
it's hybrid or in person, we manage both processes. It's really up to what the client wants and what you want for, for their client. Like you've worked with them, you wrote their resumes, and you can give us the insight that we need to kind of set them up and be successful, right? And we can make
Yeah,
tweaks. Right, because that's the
nice.
question we've also gotten is like, hey, actually, these job matches, they're not it. Like this isn't working. We have a full-time staff, right?
Mhm.
We have a client success coordinator who that's their job is to make sure that our clients have everything they need. And if they're not getting the right matches, then we can get that fixed for them and make sure that it's a match.
Okay, can you walk through the whole onboarding process so they can understand as well?
Sure, I actually have a slide because I anticipated that question. So this is how it works. So there's a resume writer onboarding. So we're onboarding for you as a resume writer, just so you understand how the process works and what to actually explain for your client. Okay. So it's not really like a really long meeting. It's just like, it's a form that you complete, right? And then a verification of how long someone's gonna actually work with you, right? So if you're paying for them for 3 months, then we just have that set up in the system, right? That your clients do job searching for 3 months. Okay. Once we agree to that, you fill out the form, everything looks good. Then we actually move to the client onboarding. And what that looks like is us talking directly to your client says, hey, you're now part of ResumeATM family. We're going to do job searching on your behalf, on behalf of your resume writer. Please finish your resume and we'll ask them to complete a form. Okay, the form is essentially everything that they would have to fill out, for a job application, legal last name, are you a US citizen? Like all those questions you get on the actual job application. They complete that form, and once that form is completed, then we start sending them weekly job alerts the next week. Okay. And then they can start responding, says, hey, these are your weekly job alerts. Do these look good? Please ask for your first three, right? Please tell us which three you want to apply for. They'll do the 1, 2, 3. And then once they say yes, then we'll actually apply for the jobs. Like it's very simple process. Like it really is. You tell me what job you want to apply for. We apply for the job. Right now, we're sending you screenshots for verification that job was actually complete, and then you let us know, like, when you get your position or when you get an interview, right? Some of our clients are very excited, so they tell us every step of the way, and some clients never talk to us until they say I got the job, right? So either way is perfectly fine. Um, and then we have client offboarding, right? So after they've landed their job, we're like, yes, congratulations, right? We'll do an offboarding, make sure they don't have any questions, and then we'll actually do a feedback survey to make sure that we are serving the client simple for the job seeker. It is pretty simple for the career coach and resume writer as well. That was the goal because I really, really hate hard things. And I designed this to be as easy and as simple as possible. Like that's the goal here, right? How can I get a job quickly and easily, right? Without a lot of
Yeah.
stress.
I have to say, I love the name Resume ATM, your personal job searching assistant. I just think that is absolutely fantastic. Yep.
Thank you. I am biased, so of course I love it, but I've been building this for a while. But we're excited to really expand and share this. We'll be launching officially. Like, we are working one-on-one with individuals, but we're actually launching with what we call partners. So our resume writers and coaches, we're launching this in February.
Mm-hmm.
So because you're with Nicolette, you get a sneak peek. And for those who are interested, we do have some competitive pricing that we can share with you as a benefit of being a member of SERWC, of course. Right? You got to show love where people love you, right?
That's right. And we love you, girl. Yes, this is absolutely fantastic, and that and like as you stated in your presentation, resume writers, we have to think more solution oriented so that we can keep our clients coming back to us because we've helped them not just with a great looking resume or sounding resume, but we also can take it that next step and help them actually apply for jobs and land an actual job as well. I think it's absolutely fantastic. To me, it's a no brainer. It's really something that I think they should do. Yep.
Again,
Hmm.
I agree, but again, I'm very biased, but I
Yeah.
think I'm really excited that
Uh-huh.
I can offer, because the problem in the past has been it's been expensive or time
Yeah.
consuming to do this. But now
Hmm.
that the technology is kind of caught up with my brain, I can really
Hmm.
offer this to resume writers, and you guys can really like make as much money or as little money as you want, right?
Hmm.
Some resume writers are saying, hey, I'm actually just doing job searching, right? Like, you come
Hmm.
to me with your resume, right? As an option, and they can utilize resume ATM. And
Hmm.
again, we do all the work for them, right? You pay the
Hmm.
fee, you charge what you guys want on your end, and we all are excited. We can all be successful together. So I'm excited to offer this, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to help people land their jobs, especially the jobs that they actually want.
And you know what's so nice about this as well, when I think about it, I used to pay like 200 or some dollars or probably $300 to just give my clients a resume to put in a database of recruiters, and that rarely if ever helped.
Mhm.
Rarely, because a lot of times I'll give them a spreadsheet. I say, okay, you all can try to reach out to them. A lot of that information was defunct, not available. So it was not helpful. So I stopped doing it. And because it was not helping the actual clients, just to have their name in a database of a recruiter, so what? But to actually be more targeted and specifically apply for jobs on their behalf, to me, it's a no-brainer. I'm just, yeah. I'm in love. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We really
Mhm,
appreciate that feedback. And I'm really
mhm,
excited again to help you guys and help your clients move forward. We are also still taking feedback. So again, Nicolette was part of our beta, part of our
mhm,
pilot in the background. And
mhm,
then we've had a number of clients actually come through in the last year, and they have given us so much feedback on how we can improve and how we can get better and how we've actually arrived to this actual point, right?
mhm.
So if you guys say, actually, I don't want this, I want that, if you let us know, we can see what's possible. Literally, the way technology and AI is moving, the sky is the limit. And now that
Mhm.
we have a full team in place, right? Because we didn't have that before, but now we have a full team in place, we can actually support and scale you guys so that you guys can change lives and make money. Because really, that's what we all want to do, to be honest. If we're all really honest, we really just want to help people and we want to enjoy our own lives.
Yeah, because I mean,
And that's
one referral begets another referral. All they're gonna do is keep telling people, "Oh yeah, they helped me. They have this service and all this, and I was able to land." That's what I like to hear. That's referrals are the number one way to get clients and great clients because one great client begets another.
And the
Mm,
one thing I'll say, and I'll leave this as my closing statement in terms of how you build your business, is that most of our people that have used the service or partners that have been on the beta test, they just included the pricing in their they just
package.
include the pricing right into
Mhm,
the service. So instead of saying, hey, I can offer you this for $200 or $1,000, whatever the price is, right? And then on top of that, I can charge you $300, per month. I just say, hey, I can do this resume for $1,500, and it includes 3 months of job searching, complimentary job
yep.
searching and applications, right?
I just
That's
love
actually how
absolute. I
you
love
make
all
the
of that.
money,
Yeah.
right? From your perspective as a resume writer or career coach, you just bundle it together. You're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. And they kind of get excited about that because now they have a resume and they have a solution where they don't actually have to apply either.
And I like the fact that you said it the way that you did, because I was trying to figure out in my head how would I do that. But I like the fact that this price here includes 3 months. If you want more, then I'll charge you this amount. There you go. So that's great marketing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now, okay. So now I'm gonna ask you this one last question. So
Mhm.
you said it's about to launch in February. So when do we know the special pricing, all that kind of stuff? Do we start it in February, or what? How does that work?
Yeah,
When
we'll
do you
start it
turn it
in
on?
February. Yeah, so you can start it in February. For those of you guys who are interested, you can feel free to send me an email. I'll go back to the to that
Mm-hmm.
email page. Send us an email. Let us know that you're part of SERWC, or even if you have questions for me, you can find me on LinkedIn as Dr. Ashley Dash. I'm Dr. Ashley Dash everywhere, right? But you can tag me in the Facebook group. However you want to get in touch with us, just let us know that you are part of SERWC, right? And we'll know like, oh, you came through Nicolette, and then we can give you that special pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yay!
I
This is
have a
great.
question. This is really similar to services that my job provides, something what we call a job search navigator for our military spouses. But
Mm.
for this and like for me and business wise, after the 3 months, sometimes finding a job can take 3 to 4 months.
Mhm.
Does the price go back to the original price to go for another 3 months? How does it go if they haven't landed that job in 3 months from the application searches?
So for whatever price you start with, that's the price you stay with. So if you're SERWC and let's say because I want to say it's $65 is the pricing I think is the special pricing we're offering for SERWC. So if you start at this at $65, that's where you'll stay for that client, right? So like that's you. Like we're not changing anything, right? So it doesn't start, oh, it took 6 months, so we're going to change to $75. No, like whatever your flat rate is, it is what it is, right? I'm all about being simple. I don't want to go in a system and try to figure out what the difference is over a couple months. Like, no, like that's not my story.
Mhm.
Whatever you start with, that's what it will be. Okay. Now, if there's any price changes, like in terms of resume ATM as a whole, of course, we'll communicate that to you and let you guys know. But as of right now, we don't anticipate any of that changing. But we will have tiers, right? So like if you want, like we haven't launched this yet, but just for the future, we'll have like digital career coaching, right? We'll have additional services. That's actually a different price point,
Mm.
right? Again, if you want your clients to enjoy that, that's perfectly fine. We can share that information with you when it's available, but it's not going to change in terms of you're paying $65. Now you're jumping to a different, now it's $100. We're not going to do that to you. That's happened to me before. So I'm very sensitive to price changes in that space. So I don't
Mm.
like that. So yes, the price that you have will be the one you stick with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Robin, then you could do it in, like 3 month bundles. Like I'm thinking I will add it into my price as a 3 monther. So it'll be whatever price is SERWC times three,
Mhm.
include that in my price. And then say if they want more, then I can also sell an additional 3 months for a set amount of money too. That'll be a probably kind of an incentive as well that they can add. I will do the additional 3 months as an add-on and but include 3 months in it. So that's another way that you can make money too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And again, you can charge what you want. So like if you want to charge $300 per month, you know, you can do that. Um and once we get the final results in terms of the computer program, we can actually increase the number of jobs that we're applying to, right? So that will be exciting because we're leveraging technology, we don't have to increase the price. Like we can offer more for less, right? And that's really the goal here is to help you guys streamline your business, support your clients, make more money, and help everyone transform.
Yeah. And what if they just by some sheer luck, that they find a job within 2 months? Then we just pay for those 2 months, right? Because we pay you monthly, right? As long as they're on the program.
Yes, you pay me monthly or you do like a flat fee. So if you say do a 3 month,
Mm-hmm.
let's say bundle, you can pay for 3 months in advance.
Mm-hmm.
For that, you get a credit, for your next person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. I think they'll be asking those questions. So I'm trying to think of questions where they would ask. But of course, I'm gonna when this transcribes, we're going to post it as a YouTube free link so they can get to it. So it'll be on YouTube channel, and then they can go out and watch it as well. And if they have any questions, they can post. Yep. And if we think of any questions as well. But this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm excited. I mean, I remember when. That's all I can say. When it was just a little bitty thing in your head. And I said, girl, you better go for it. Go for it. And I'm so excited to see it come out and see that you graduated from the program and that you got that additional support and that you have a staff now. This is absolutely enlightening. Just it goes to show you which way you could take your business, especially when you're a resume writer. There's so many different things that you can do to enhance your skill set, which is absolutely, or your business, which is absolutely phenomenal. Thank
I'm
you, Dr.
so
Dash.
excited. Thank you. I'm doing a quick plug because we do, what is it called? The monthly meetings.
Platinum, you're a platinum member.
I'm a platinum member. Um, and that's actually this was a thought I had with Nicolette. Was it 2 years ago at this point?
Yeah.
I was in
Mm-hmm.
Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
And I said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to get started. That's what I told you. I said, this is what I want to do, but I don't know how to
Right.
make it work. And she said, you
Mm-hmm.
do X, Y, and Z. And we got started.
The
And then
strategy. Mm-hmm.
we had that strategy session and I've been working on this ever since. And it's been amazing again to see that we've come so far and that we're going to be able to help so many people.
And then
So thank
you get an
you.
ROI on your investment in the platinum program, right?
I am. I am. I'm so excited. Um,
Yes.
this is amazing. So I'm just happy to offer this to you guys. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to be able to help people change their lives because I remember how life changing it was to make 6 figures the first time. Like it changed the
Yeah.
trajectory of my life and for my mom, my entire family. Like I was able to do things. I was able to get to this point, right?
Yes.
Because of that.
Yes.
So I want to help people do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dr. Dash. If no
Thank
one else has
you.
any questions, we will go ahead and end. And like I said, I'll put this up so everybody can see it. And if you have not answered the survey about the retreat or business summit, I got to stop calling it a retreat. The business summit that's coming up in I'm thinking about October. Looks like most of the dates are in October. Please take a moment. I put out there November 1st, but that's Halloween weekend. So I'm not gonna do it that weekend. I said people are not gonna leave their children on Halloween. So the actual weekends are in October. Take a moment to vote if you're interested in coming. It will be here in North Dallas, Texas, and it's all about business, about setting yourself up for success for 2026 because a lot of the conferences out there really teach you about resume writing and all that kind of stuff. But y'all know I'm a business strategist. I'm trying to teach you how to make that money. So I want you to come to the business summit because it's all about building your business, establishing your business, running your business, and actually growing your business. I'm only focusing on that because I'm all about how do you take your skill set and make money. And you have to a lot of times have the basis, meaning your support system, your systems, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm coming from a different angle. Go support those other conferences, which is the CTL, which I happen to be invited to go speak at in April. You got the NRWA, you got the PAWR, whatever, that one too, and you got the CDI. Those are fine, but they really focus more on your skill set. I'm focused on your business because it's all about how to make that money. Okay, so go out there and vote for your date. If you can, it's going to be a fun weekend, and I would love for y'all to come as well. All right. Yay. Thank you. Virtual hugs to everybody, and especially you, Dr. Dash, for sharing your wonderful, awesome thing. I appreciate you. Hey, Mark, how are you, honey? Good to see you too,
Aye,
all the way in
aye.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
So glad to have you join us as well. You all take care and make it a great rest of the evening. And I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Bye.
Yeah. Aye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.